where'd you go afterwards?
I went to Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, back to
Back to Ohio.
I went back to Ohio.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I went to a station WLV QFM 96, which I have a feeling that might have been when I first met you, Holly.
That is where we met. I was going to ask you the question when you said LVQ. That was it. So I was at Westwood 1 at the time.
Yep, that sounds right.
Yeah.
So I went to program LVQ, and it was a former Taft Broadcasting station. It was then, I'm trying to think of the name after Taft, Great American Broadcasting. And they owned some amazing stations, WDVE in Pittsburgh, WFBQ in Indianapolis, WKLS in Atlanta, WRIF in Detroit. So they were a great company to work for in terms of the rock base that they had. I went there to do afternoon drive and be program director. And I fired myself from the afternoon drive part about a year in because I felt like I couldn't do both well enough. So I really wanted to concentrate then just on programming. But it was an amazing station, and Columbus is a great place to be, and made a lot of great friends there to this day.
Yeah, those are some great rock stations you're talking about. That was late 80s, late 80s.
Yeah, that was like the mid to late 80s. And what was great about the station is it had a mentality that was, if we did a great promotion, the next time we went back to that promotion, maybe we needed to top ourselves. There was always this push to top ourselves, to be greater than we were previously. That was instilled in the walls. So we did a lot of those Grammy broadcasts, for example, the New York or LA Grammy broadcasts that Howard Stern would do and many other broadcasters would do. And that was not cheap. That was expensive back then, but that was really thinking big, just trying to have cool promotions, just really trying to own word of mouth and be the station of record.
Yeah, it's important. Well, Columbus, that's Ohio State. That's a huge population there. Those are your people there, right? That's
right.
Yeah.
And we had a great promotion. I'll never forget this. So John Cooper was the coach of Ohio State then. So we had a really football team. And so we had a really link to what was going on, obviously, with that football team. So we would do a big pre-game party at the varsity club. And one day we decided to do a promotion called Meet Mr. Cooper. And that's how we framed it. But it wasn't John Cooper that people came to meet. It was Alice Cooper. And we just like sprung that on the audience. And then suddenly, they walked in and there's Alice signing autographs and hanging out. And it was that type of promotion that we just like to do. We always wanted to just, get that word of mouth action going.